Hey guys, it's been a little bit. How you doing? I want to get into the third letter of John today. And even though it's a real short letter, I think that there's so much importance here where it gives this comparison between a good man in the church and a bad man in the church. And we can learn character here, like good things about character, how we are to act and how we're not to act. And I think that it's important that we just kind of get into it and let it speak. So here we go. 3 John. The elder to the beloved Gaius, whom I love in truth. Beloved, I pray that all may go well with you, and that you may be in good health, as it goes well with your soul. For I rejoiced greatly when your brothers came and testified to your truth, as indeed you are walking in the truth. I have no greater joy than to hear that my children are walking in the truth. Beloved, it's a faithful thing you do in all your efforts for these brothers, strangers as they are, who testified to your love before the church. You will do well to send them on their journey in a manner worthy of God. For they have gone out for the sake of the name, accepting nothing from the Gentiles. Therefore, we ought to be supportive of people like this, that we may be fellow workers for the truth. I have written something to the church, but Diotrephes, who likes to put himself first, does not acknowledge our authority. So if I come, I will bring up what he is doing, talking wicked nonsense against us. And not content with that, he refuses to welcome the brothers, and also stops those who want to, and puts them out of the church. Beloved, do not imitate evil, but imitate good. Whoever does good is from God, and whoever does evil has not seen God. Demetrius has received a good testimony from everyone, and from the truth itself. We also add our testimony, and you know that our testimony is true. I had much to write to you, but I would rather not write with pen and ink. I hope to see you soon, and we'll talk face to face. Peace be to you. The friends greet you. Greet the friends, each by name. So that's it. 3 John. 2 men, Gaius, Diotrephes. So we look at Gaius, we see that he's hospitable, he's loving, he loves the truth, he speaks truth, he's faithful to the cross, and he's welcoming of strangers to teach them and then send them out for the sake of the cross. He's truly doing God's work, right? The same love as Christ. Receive, teach, and send. And when we compare Gaius then to Diotrephes, and we see in one little paragraph from 9 and 10, we see Diotrephes loves to put himself first. He's self-seeking, wants himself to be the leader. He doesn't acknowledge the authority of the apostles, which to us that means the Bible, biblical authority. We have their letters, we have their words, we have their teachings. So in our day today, that would be men who don't really care what the Bible says. They're not accepting of the apostles. They're not acknowledging biblical authority. They're putting themselves first, their authority first, and then they're not acknowledging biblical authority. We see that he gossips wickedly. He speaks wicked nonsense against us, it says. So not only doesn't he acknowledge the authority of the apostles' words, he actively is speaking against it, teaching against it. He's withholding hospitality from others, and then requires his followers to do the same. So he wants his bad example, because he's the leader, he wants his bad example to then be held in high esteem. And then the worst part is then he excommunicates anyone who challenges him. So he's right, he's the leader, he can't be challenged. And if you think that you get to challenge him, how dare you? right? So in the shortest letter, the shortest book of the Bible, we get so much wisdom about human character inside the church. Are we gonna be commended like Gaius, or are we gonna be held in contempt like Diotrephes? We have the ability to acknowledge ourselves honestly and assess who we are and assess our character and look into the mirror. And it's why we're told things like don't be hearers of the word only, but be doers. Go and live this out. Be corrected. It's why Jesus in the Sermon on the Mount tells us, you're a wise man if you hear these words of mine and do them. And you're a fool if you hear these words of mine and don't do them. And then when the final judgment comes, great will be your fall. Sobering. So, short little letter today, and I just want to exhort and encourage us to be like Gaius and be hospitable and loving and work for the cross. Let's put in that effort. Welcome strangers, teach them the things of Christ, and just love them. I love you guys. Have a good day.